watching the world. I don't say exactly where yet.
I'm excited. Second episode. Yeah, we're paying, but if it means people will speak to me, it's got to be the Troy. What do you mean?
Guys Huddle.
I mean, Welcome back to another episode of the Guys Huddle. Sorry for the delay there. Some of us are feeling a little bit under the weather here. Want to go ahead and get into a couple different things, but first we're going to give our ad read alouds here. Want to shout out to our sponsor, the official sponsor of the Guys Huddle. Make sure you check out First Option Trucking for all your shipping needs. Located at 3072 West Delphi Pike out of Marion, Indiana. 46952 is the zip code there. And if you're from out of town and still looking to see what kind of options they have for shipping, go to firstoptiontrucking.com for more details. Without further ado, it is technically out of March, but we got the Final Four, March Madness. Lots of good things happen here for women's basketball and men's basketball. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Final Four for the men's basketball. We have the number 4 seed Alabama versus UConn and the number 1 seed. And then you have Purdue, the number 1 seed, versus NC State in the 11th seed. Quick takeaway here, us being from Indiana, let's talk about that Purdue and NC State game. Aaron, I know you had some thoughts on this you want to talk about a little bit earlier. We were talking about Zach Edey, about, how tall, a little bit lanky he is, and you said there's somebody over at NC State that you were kind of, hyping up. You want to go ahead and give us some more details about that?
Hell, the man is like 3 times his size. I mean, he might not be as tall as him, but he's definitely looks like he plays in the college football. I mean, he looks like he plays. Yes, he plays. He looks like he plays 2 sports.
Ooh, okay.
I mean,
I think I know who you're talking about.
I think he's going to beat him down. I mean, I think I don't know. To me personally, I think NC State's got a hell of a chance to make it to the championship game. I mean, they're on a roll. They're just smashing people.
Do you know who you were exactly talking about?
I'm trying to remember what his name is, but I'm telling you, this guy is no joke.
I think as long as Purdue's shooters can shoot, they're going to win that game.
Purdue's been putting up a hell of a performance.
As long as their shooters are good, they'll be all right. Because if they start hitting threes,
yep, right here, DJ Burns Jr.
Oh, he's solid.
Yeah.
100%.
6'9", 275. Good luck, Edey. That's all I got to say.
He might get bodied in the paint, Big Timmy.
He's a beanpole.
Kind of like me yesterday. I was getting bodied.
I'm just saying,
Zach
if their
Edey
shooters
is like,
are on, they're not going to be able to guard both.
He might have the length and size, but that guy weighs a hell of a lot more than he does.
Right. Purdue was shooting lights out, though, man.
Well, they did. They didn't play their best game, the last one. But
Purdue's
they got better.
Like
they got better as
Gonzaga and Tennessee.
Like they wasn't on fire like there was the game before.
Right. Well,
they couldn't miss anything the week before. They played. Tennessee came all the way back and only lost by 6, but they had it tied, if not down 1 or ahead by 1. About 3-4 minutes to go. They survived. Tennessee was a hell of a challenge for them because really Purdue had it easy in the first few rounds. They just ran over everybody.
Right.
Them teams were I honestly thought Gonzaga had a chance to win, and they just got their asses destroyed. I was like, I was wrong on that.
Gonzaga was a decent team, though.
Yes, they was. They've been. They wasn't great at the beginning, but they figured it out, and they won a lot of games.
Yeah,
I think a lot.
Tennessee. I
don't know what the number was in a row, but I know it was a long, lengthy number of teams in a row that they had beat.
Yeah,
Purdue was 3 for 15 and 3-pointers made. Oh, 3 out of 15. I should say their percentage was 20%.
Yeah, it was.
It
was not the best.
Gonzaga or Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee's a good defensive team, though.
For sure. Tennessee made 11 out of 26. So
yeah,
because Zach Edey also had like 28 points or something like that. I think.
He had. Look at that.
Maybe not. I could be completely off.
He had 16 points. No, I'm sorry, 16 rebounds and 40 points.
I was gonna say I was off, but on the wrong direction there. 40 points and 16 rebounds.
I was rating it as 16 points and 40 rebounds.
The other teams freaking
Tennessee had their highest score was
37.
37, and that was guard Dalton Netch. I don't know how to pronounce his
I
last
think
name.
it's like Connect. Something in that range is what is how you.
But other than that, their next highest score was 9 points, and that was Zachary Ziegler.
Yeah, Ziegler.
That's not what I want to do. Okay.
Um,
So I have Purdue winning that one.
how about NC State?
What about them?
I'm giving. I'm not bullshitting. I think they got a hell of a chance to pull off the
I
upset.
don't think they're gonna do it.
Dude, they're more than just that one big guy. They have a. I mean, they're slaughtering it. I mean, they beat Duke. I mean, they beat a lot of top teams. They ain't beating no chumps their whole way through this tournament. They've been
I mean,
beating everybody.
Purdue didn't beat no. I mean, the first round it was a jump, but
I'd say about
Gonzaga was
two-
not a jump.
Well, that was the first good team they played. And that
I mean,
was the
NC
Sweet.
State's in the Final Four
Sweet
for both
16.
women's and men's
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to speak
So,
for something. Their basketball
yeah.
program's kind of taking a nice U-turn there.
But yeah, no, I have Purdue winning that. I kind of think that Alabama might be able to pull upset on the other side, though.
I beg to differ on that because I've watched.
Oh,
both
UConn's
teams.
dominant as hell. Don't get me wrong,
I've watched UConn all year, and I mean Alabama's. They snuck by the game they won too. They're good, but UConn is on another level that everybody else ain't touching.
They knocked off. They already knocked off because they knocked off UNC.
UConn is probably the deepest team left in this tournament.
If you look,
I mean, they can literally. I feel like they can damn near bring the 5 guys off the bench.
in the last
decent
4
starters.
games, UConn hasn't lost or won by less than they've won by at least 20 points or more.
I don't think UConn had that hard of a
They're-
schedule.
they are- They're cruising.
Who the heck did UConn
They
play?
played Northwestern,
Uh,
They've
then San
played
Diego, then Illinois.
They played some good.
I mean, Illinois was good.
But and then they play Alabama now. So like, let's see. Let's look at UConn's. UConn was
I think anybody who comes out of that game with Alabama and UConn is going to win the whole thing.
3 for 17 for 3-pointers. So they didn't seem like they had too great of a behind the arc shooting performance. Field goals, they were 31 out of 60, which is just a little bit above 50%.
Yeah, but that game right there was close to the half, and they went on a 30-0 run
Right.
to beat Illinois. I mean, that was like the greatest run
Alabama
I think
was
I've ever seen
16
in
of
college
36.
basketball.
Holy moly.
It was 30-0.
As far as 3-pointers go, Alabama last game shot 44% from 3, 16 of 36. They need to make some more of their free throws, though. There's 65% from free throw.
UConn was 12 for 17 for free throws. Then they both went to the line 17 times. Illinois and UConn did.
I mean, they pretty much ran over everybody. I mean, they just destroyed Stetson. They beat Northwestern by about 17, 30 points over San Diego State, 25 over Illinois. I mean, their closest matchup that they've had ain't been since they played St. John in the Big East tournament. I mean, they've been just running over everybody.
Running through
I
everybody.
will say the difference that I've seen so far is Alabama is more all around. As far as on the stat board, I mean, it's not one player getting it all done.
I mean,
For Alabama, I mean, you got.
they're
Nick
they're
Pringle, 16
impressive because
points.
I mean, I'm pretty sure didn't they have a couple guys go to the NBA? One got in a lot of
Yeah,
trouble.
they had one.
One got in a lot of trouble.
He's back now. But
Is he?
Yeah.
One that was
That was from Portland, wasn't it? Was it the guy in Portland? Or
what's his name? Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson.
Well, there
That's,
was another guy. There was one or two. One of them.
yeah,
got in a lot
Miller,
of trouble.
Braxton Miller, Brandon Miller.
Right now, he plays for the
Hornets.
either Hornets or the Pelicans, one or the other.
It was the Hornets.
But
Because the Pelicans were too good to get him.
I don't know.
They were in the playoffs last year.
But I mean, even just looking at this, Ryan Griffin 13 points, Mark Spears, I'm sorry, 23 points,
Ryan
Nick
Griffin
Pringle,
was good last
16
year.
points. Spreading the ball, that's for sure. I mean, if you go to UConn side of things, UConn themselves, the last game they played against Illinois. Yeah, Donovan Klingen, 22 points, 10 rebounds. And then Alex Caravan, 10 points. Tristan Newton, 5 points. Stefan Castle, 2 points. Hassan Dyer, 11 points. But I don't know. Let's talk about the women's Final Four.
I didn't pick who you're gonna have in the finals there.
Oh,
You have UConn beating Alabama. I have Purdue beating NC State, and then I have Alabama beating UConn.
I'm picking the upset. I'm picking NC State and UConn in the championship.
I'll take.
With, of course, Connecticut winning it all because that was my pick. That was my pick to win it all from the get go.
I'll take Alabama and Purdue.
Oh, so we're on the same page there?
Yeah.
Aaron's just going to live with us being crazy for the rest of his life.
Hey,
that's fine.
I mean,
I
could be wrong, but I feel like I know what I'm talking about here.
One time, Peace Wizzle, we'll have to get Aaron out there on the basketball court. Might be able to happen sometime. Aaron was just talking some good stuff about his foot.
Oh, yeah, no, he was just talking some shit about beating us in basketball earlier.
He's trying to talk about my age. I mean,
I said I don't know if
I've given some lessons for a lot of years.
I don't know if them legs can still work the way they used to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
He said, "Good thing we can just go out to the court and find out." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all it takes. Just one crazy shot that I make on somebody.
Oh my god, I don't miss that one.
You know I'm not bullshit.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, I know.
You know what I bring to the table when it
looks
comes
like
to
he's
basketball?
doing the can opener as he's shooting the ball.
This is a can opener.
What's women's side of the basketball here? We got
we had the most viewed game in like 10 years was the women's LSU versus Iowa. Oh, Caitlin Clark.
That was
a really good game. Like,
was
Iowa came out and punched him in the mouth, and then the coach for LSU called a timeout. She must have jumped their ass because they came out that storming. They ended up with the lead after the first quarter.
41 points by Caitlin Clark.
After that, it went all downhill.
And then Kate Martin had 21 points.
She had a lot of help. That's probably what she didn't have last year when they played them in the championship.
Four is nuts.
I mean, there was somebody on their team other than Caitlin Clark that was just launching threes.
Right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, LSU always has had size on them since them two have been there.
Right.
Who was it? That was there. Why can't I pull up this freaking game? There it is. Thank you. That's what I needed. Okay, let's see. All right, we're just going to not let me see any stats. Okay.
Oh.
Because they had. Oh, shit, did terrible.
Well, I think the only team I
had
have left
20
that's
rebounds
in the
and
women's
17
bracket
points.
is South Carolina, which they're undefeated right now going into the final.
That Angel Reese, she had 20 rebounds and 17 points.
20 rebounds?
20 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 17 points.
Damn.
And 10 offensive rebounds, by the way.
Boards for days.
10 offensive rebounds, dude. That's crazy. Because, she's a forward, but that's crazy to have 10 offensive rebounds. And she played well.
Hey,
now, of course, Caitlin Clark was 9 of 20 from 3.
Here's my
7,
thing. Here's
12,
my thing
1.
toward the Indiana Fever. Please don't be like the Colts and the Pacers and fuck it up. I mean, you have the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft.
I heard she's going to play for the Big Three.
No, she ain't.
No,
she heard wrong.
Yeah, it was like
every day I read is
that's
she's not doing it.
Big money, but
$5 million versus
I know it's
$85,000 as a rookie.
Yeah,
but you also have to think that the amount of endorsements she already has, she's already making more than what they're offering.
Yeah, she got enough endorsements.
She's making millions of dollars right now.
Yeah,
in college.
I agree with that.
I mean, she's going to the NBA or.
I'm just stating that it doesn't matter what she does because she's already got more money than the Big Three is offering her.
Yeah.
Easily,
and she could get $5 million more. Would you not want $5 million more? I'm asking.
I mean, but she could generate that in 1 year just by herself without even playing basketball.
But she's
big enough to the women's game where she's gonna make big money with endorsements. She's not gonna have to go
after
sure it'd be nice.
$5
$5 million. I mean, that's a lot of damn money, especially for a woman playing I mean, because I think the women get robbed. I think
I'm saying,
it
but she
probably
might
has
be
to
one
do
of the
with
first women to get
ticket
a
sales and stuff like that. But the women are in the WNBA. That is a professional basketball league. I think it's bullshit that they don't get paid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're professionals. Whenever I found that out the other day, I was like, this is so wrong.
Oh,
You're at the
100%.
top.
Also
You're at
feel
the
like-
top of your game, and you don't get paid shit compared to the men. And half them women can outshoot the men.
Yeah, women are better.
They may
shooting.
not all may not be able to dunk, but they can shoot. They're great shooters. It's like I just feel like they deserve to get paid a hell of a lot more than what they are.
No, I agree. I think Caitlin Clark might be one of the first women to actually get $1 million contract.
Yeah.
They're gonna be making them pull out the checkbooks.
You know, I mean, somebody, you know, I saw this on Facebook the other day. It's kind of messed up. But I saw on Facebook. It said what's stopping Caitlin Clark from being in the NBA, and it said Draymond Green.
Oh man!
Wow. Wow.
You see, he got ejected again too.
Again, or like,
No, I don't know. Depends on what time.
like last week?
It's bad that we have to sit here and
Was that
debate.
the
which
one that was within like the first couple minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Steph just kind of looked at him and was like, bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, Caitlin Clark had 41 points, 2 steals, 12 assists, 7 rebounds.
Yep.
9 of 20 from 3, 13 and 29 from field goal. Bro, the next closest was 21. That was that Katie Martin. That's who you're talking about. The help that she had was Katie Martin and Sydney. Not sure about that. That's what we're going to call her. Sydney, not sure about that. Sydney Alfonso. I'm really pulling for Iowa in this one, though. I hope she gets her chip right before she leaves college.
Yeah.
I'll take Iowa, and then
Who's Iowa playing? UConn? That's going to be tough.
I'm taking
Like I didn't honestly see them get past USC because USC was
UConn?
USC was in like an.
Oh, yeah, because they got the Juju. What's her
Yeah.
name? Juju. She's a freshman. She's a
Yeah.
beast.
I'll take
I was like, that was a shocker for
for
me.
the final. I'll take NC State and Iowa.
Who the heck is NC State playing? Why is it not? Let me see. Can I
NC
see?
State's playing South Carolina.
That one I'm gonna go against. I'm gonna pick the undefeated South Carolina
Yeah, South Carolina's been good for a couple years. now.
and
Iowa, South Carolina, Iowa. Bro, UConn is so good. They've been doing it for so
I know.
long. The women, especially,
but they're not. They wasn't as good as they normally are.
but they're still consistent as hell. And all, I mean, all that experience is what I think is gonna pull. I'm still going Iowa, but
I'm gonna say
Caitlin's got to put up 40.
I'm gonna
again.
say South Carolina and UConn. I'm
Bro,
going.
you
the-
think
I'm
she
going
gets
the
robbed,
up-
doesn't
I'm
get
going
her-
the upset.
Doesn't get her chip before she goes to the WNBA.
Hell, she don't need that to go.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's nice to
But-
have it though.
I'm just going by experience.
Yeah, which I'm going South
And-
Carolina.
I want South Carolina to win it all, just so they can be undefeated and win it. That's where I mean. That's who I. That's who that was. That was my pick before when the brackets came out. So I'm sticking with it.
Right. All right, so we got our picks in for that.
Yeah, because UConn's got what's her face. It's coming to me.
All right, so we're gonna transition.
Come on, load it up. Thank you. No, UConn.
Mhm.
Hold on.
After Big Timmy
Oh.
finds out what he's looking for here.
Oh, that Paige Beckers. No, I'm talking about her.
I can't say I do.
Yeah, she's their point guard. She's averaging like 25 a game easily. That I mean, they have 12, 24, 12. Yeah, they got a good starting 5 at least.
Hell, I really haven't seen a whole lot of college basketball other than Caitlin Clark.
Talking about for the women's side.
Yeah, because I mean they're on to you. I mean, she's been under the spotlight all year long, so it's like
All right, we're good to revert to wherever now. I was
Good?
just checking
Okay,
out.
sorry, I was looking
every
up the
time I
draft.
watch a game on TV, it seems like she's playing in it. Except
Uh,
for the tournament, I have been watching some of the NCAA tournament games.
On the all. Oh, that would be nuts. We got. So I was looking at draft special stuff was going on sale right now. So I just seen that. We're gonna move into the NFL draft. We got less than 21 days, I think. 21, right?
Until we'll be
Until
in
it starts.
Detroit.
Yes, we'll be in Detroit for the NFL draft. Guys Huddle will be there. got a lot of fun, exciting stuff planned for it as well. Things we want to talk about here. Just some updated mock stuff here. There's been some stuff that's been going on here. Rumor on the street is Jim Harbaugh is potentially going to be trading
Not happening.
You're saying
the fourth pick, or the fifth? They have the fifth or fourth pick. One of the two.
One of the two.
To the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, that might happen.
Oh man, my eyes just keep going nuts.
I
Sorry.
heard about that too, and then there's going to start Sam Darnold and then go from there.
Yes,
something
and
like
drafting
that.
J.J. McCarthy.
Yes.
Wait, who's drafting JJ? Minnesota?
Yeah,
Minnesota. So that way,
I thought you were
nobody.
going to talk about bullshit about them trading Justin Herbert and then getting
No.
JJ McCarthy. I was like, that's not an upgrade.
No.
JJ McCarthy's going to be good, but that's not an upgrade. Not currently.
Sam Darnold?
No, from Justin Herbert.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying they were going to trade.
No, it's the Vikings.
I know that, but I'm saying at first when he started to talk, there's also rumors they're talking about trading Justin Herbert and drafting JJ McCarthy at that freaking fifth pick. That's why I thought he was about to say. I didn't know he was going to say trade to Minnesota. That makes more sense. That's actually what I had, I think, in my mock draft. I think I had them getting JJ.
It was like, I mean, I even heard where they was just going to flat out start Sam Darnold and then just, or if they suck, they suck, and they're just going to have a good pick and then go
They're
to the draft
talking-
next year. I've seen that also.
They're talking there's going to be 5 quarterbacks in the top 15 picks.
That's nutty.
I mean, think about it. It's not that hard because,
There
look,
might be 5 in the top 10 picks.
let's just go through it
There's
hypothetically.
quarterbacks climbing in the board just because teams are desperate, I think.
Yeah.
There's some of them that
You got
probably
Caleb
should
Williams
be
is going to go to
first-rounders.
Chicago.
I think Bo Nix should be a first round, but no one's talking about him.
They was making him sound like
I'm
he
not-
was a round 2 pick.
I'm not high
Wow,
on Bo Nix.
Yeah, wasn't he projected damn near to be in one of the top picks last
You know why
year?
I'm not high on Bo Nix? Bo Nix was been in college when Herbert was, and he's still in college. It's like a Stetson Bennett.
But he's way better than Stetson Bennett was.
If that was the case, he would already been in the league.
He
Yeah,
could have went 2 years ago. He decided to stay.
I just don't think he's all that cut out to be.
I don't know.
Um,
I feel like there's a reason why. I mean, there's a reason why he stayed. His draft.
Jaden Daniels.
I mean, compared to what we just talking about, I was like, his draft stock was high last year,
Mm-hmm.
and he still stayed. Maybe he's just chasing the national championship, and that was it. And just didn't. I mean, he didn't even come close.
The quarterbacks I got right now that I'm seeing: Caleb Williams, Bears, obviously. This could be flip flop, but Drake May or Caleb Williams, Bears, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, flip flop, depending on how you want to do it. They're both going back to back, whichever one's
I
which.
still say
I ain't made a Washington Daniels.
Jaden Daniels should be number 1.
And then you got JJ McCarthy going to the Vikings with a trade at pick 5 from the Chargers. And then they got the Raiders picking up Michael Penix Jr.
That could be nice.
So right there, I mean, if you look at
Do
that,
the Raiders even have a quarterback?
Well, you know they signed Gardner Minshew, and who was
Yeah, I saw
who was the other guy?
He went to Denver, bro. He's Denver's starting quarterback right now.
No,
Stedham.
no, not him. There's another guy that was playing for the Raiders. I can't remember the guy's name for shit.
Jimmy G's also gone.
It's not him. Damn, who the hell was that?
What Mariota?
they're talking about the Bills drafting a Donnie Mitchell now. Now that they just got rid of stuff.
I mean, I would think so. Yeah,
They got to
did
draft somebody.
something, Yeah,
For once, it's honestly,
they should have used it. They should have traded.
call me
Stephon.
terrible, but it's kind of nice that he doesn't have no weapons.
I mean, he does have weapons.
I just want to see what he's going to do.
Aiden O'Connell.
crazy.
I was like, damn it. I was
What?
like, I knew who that
He's
was.
gonna go
Could not
crazy.
think of the guy's name.
see it.
Aiden O'Connell.
So you don't have to worry about giving nobody targets. He can throw to whoever's open.
I don't know. I'm just curious to see how that plays out. What were you saying? Sorry.
Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah. What about him?
Oh, that's
That's the guy we was trying to figure out. I was like, I
Well,
could not
plus
think
they
of
got
his name.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We
I
knew
was
that.
like,
Yeah, we talked about that.
I mean, Aiden O'Connell wasn't great, so I think Gardner Minshew's got a shot to start.
Right. So that's the first round.
I mean, that O'Connell completed 213 out of his 343 passing attempts for 2,218 yards, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in his rookie year.
Where do you think with Stephon Diggs getting traded? Where do you think that puts a lot of draft boards as far as how much does that change for people drafting? I mean, especially the Bills and the Texans. Not that the Texans were getting a wide receiver, but
Yeah, they don't need one now.
Yeah,
With the lineup they already had, because they were going crazy with them young guys they had over there.
for sure.
Like as good as the Texans' offense looks on paper, I would either go offensive line or on the defense. I mean, because you don't need another weapon. That lineup is stacked.
Yeah, that's
They're probably gonna
be a problem.
Yeah,
probably get that defensive back from Alabama.
Y'all better go defense.
we looked like we knew what the hell we was doing. But all I know is that Colts organization better pray like hell that Richardson can stay healthy. If not, he's going to get his ass thrown out after year 2, and they'll be looking for a quarterback in the draft next year.
We're just gonna get Arch Manning.
Because they're not.
In a couple of years, we'll grab Arch Manning.
They're staying the same with boring ass GM that we have that don't spend money because it's a tight ass.
And we have the top 3 most money in the every
all he
year.
did was re-sign his own players. Well, your players wasn't good enough. Otherwise, you would have got somewhere in the first fucking place. I'm just saying. I mean,
it was Minshew, but
facts are facts. You had what you had, and you're running it right back with the same shit.
I look at it this way. The Texans are now America's team. It's not the Cowboys.
Shit. No
It's not the
shit.
Cowboys.
Everybody wants to go to Houston to play for the Texans now.
Also, side note, the Cowboys and the Texans upgraded quicker than the Cowboys' first playoff round exit. Think about it. In a year,
the Cowboys, they did
in a full NFL year,
Lost the
they've
back.
managed to draft C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson Jr.
yeah.
I bet it was Nico Collins.
No, that was last year.
Tank Dell that is a rookie.
Yeah,
then. Tank Dell, and they got Diggs. That's pretty.
Nico Collins is going dumb over there. Just to have Diggs on the other side is dumb.
That's nuts. I don't understand that.
Collins is going to be number 1. I wouldn't have Diggs as your number 1.
He's got to be the number 2.
Yeah.
And hope he doesn't throw a fit.
Maybe it might make his year look more relevant.
Something.
Because all he did was whine and bitch. Because he didn't get this and didn't get that.
It's also a deep draft for offensive linemen, man. I keep seeing mock drafts. Those are going everywhere. Offensive tackles, guards, Ravens has us getting, an offensive tackle with our first pick. I really hope we don't go offensive line, to be honest with you. We got a lot of young, good guys that get to start this year. Some ones that we drafted last year as well.
Who else could have used them? Sorry, you guys.
Yeah,
Ravens
but
could use Diggs.
I would, and I mean this in the best way possible. He's an intriguing player, but
that's your type of player. I mean,
I want to change that. I don't think that should be what we are known for grabbing. Excuse my terminology. Old ass wide receivers that barely have anything in their tank left but the name of the tank that's printed on the outside. I just don't think we should keep doing that motto. It's not been a good game plan. Right now, the oldest wide receiver we have is Nelson Aguilar.
It makes sense that he went to Houston though if he couldn't go to Dallas because his brother's in Dallas, so at least they'll probably be able to hang out more now that they both live in Texas.
Yeah,
right. So I don't know, man.
How many years does Diggs have left on his contract?
Can't be many more, I don't think.
What if he's just going to try to jump to the other side of the state?
Wouldn't surprise me. Cowboys. And what are the Cowboys doing, man? You see, they're not extending Dak's contract.
Worse free agency than the Colts.
Yeah.
I mean, why? I mean,
because they've only lost people. Are you talking about Dak?
No, I'm talking about that's a good thing, honestly. Because I mean, why should they? What's it got? Where's it got them?
No, we're good.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
He's a good regular season quarterback. That's all he's.
I mean, I'm not arguing that.
That's all he's shown you.
I just think that.
I mean, does he really deserve to have the big contract and stay in Dallas?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
But that's Jerry Jones' MO, paying people that do not deserve it. Shit.
Maybe he needs a fresh start and goes somewhere else. Maybe it might click somewhere else.
Trying to think of where the hell he would even be able to go. Everybody's got like 2 decent quarterbacks right now. It's ridiculous.
I'm sure somebody would drop somebody quick to pick him up. I'm sure somebody out there is desperate.
Miami, New England's going to draft a quarterback.
To pick up who?
So we're talking about Dak. If he was to leave, where the hell would he go?
Where Miami, 100%. Dak go to Miami. Dak could go to the Cardinals. Dak could.
You think they're going to pick him over Tua?
Why would you pay
one guy more money
pick
than
Dak Prescott over Tua? If you're asking me today, if I want to start my season, I will take Dak over Tua.
I think Tua's better than Dak.
No. I don't think. I'm not going to do him that much injustice. We see what happens when Tyreek Hill is not on the field in Miami.
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and tell me that.
Yeah, definitely New England.
You put Tua on the fucking Cowboys?
I'm just saying, but yeah, if it happened now, but I'm saying by the time his contract's over, New England might not need a quarterback because they'll probably going to have Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
Do you think they'll put the screw-ins on him and franchise tag him?
Yeah, probably.
Give him another year.
That sounds about right.
That's just wrong.
Maybe Jacksonville by then. Maybe they'll give up on Trevor Lawrence.
Unless he just bombs it this year and they're like ready to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, New York are probably the Giants will get him.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Jets. They're talking about that's like one of the top teams right now.
I thought that last year until 3 plays into the season and it all went down the hill.
Oh, they just got Reddick. That's what it was. Hassan Reddick.
Yeah. It's like, damn. What's going on with everybody's Philadelphia Eagles? They're getting worse rather than they're getting better.
That's their MO.
They're losing some pretty good players. I think that's a major key player on the defense.
But they
especially defense is already struggling.
Barkley though.
They also got CJ back too. Gardner hurt.
Yeah, but let's see how they do with no Kelsey.
Yeah,
on the offensive line.
I think they're going to go offensive line with their draft.
Mark my words. I'm not an Eagles fan, but
I'm not either. But
if they make it to the playoffs, Kelsey will unretire.
I do. I think he's going to unretire anyways. He's going to go to the Chiefs. Why would that not make sense?
I didn't say it wouldn't make sense.
He wants to win a Super Bowl again.
I would actually like that move.
Yeah,
just to go play with his brother.
Yeah, I mean, nobody would really hate on that unless you're an Eagles fan.
I was about to say every Eagles fan.
I mean, they're both tops at their positions.
Right.
I mean, I think that'd be a hell of a signing. I would personally like to see it.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened before.
But I thought that's what he was going to do. I didn't think he was going to retire. I think he was just going to ask, since he's done so much for Philly, I figured he was just asking for a trade.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it would be so much of a trade, just as a release. Just go ahead and.
Was he still under contract?
I think so.
Or was he just going to be a free agent and just retired?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm sure we'd find those details out if he did sign with them, but.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull this mock draft here.
Oh. Well, that's weird. What are you trying to pull up?
Just different mock draft.
Oh, we're still talking about football.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have something else on the agenda, P. Diddy?
Yeah. Malachi Flynn dropped 50 for Detroit, and they still lost.
God.
They lost to the Hawks, and they're some. I don't want to say no name, but I've never heard of him before. His name's Malachi Flynn. He dropped 50.
Who? Malachi Flynn.
He plays for the Pistons.
Yeah, we switched at the basketball. Sorry,
dropped 50 on him and still lost to the sorry-ass Hawks.
Oh, I want to talk playoffs. Playoffs are coming up. We're less than 8 games away. Right now,
the Pacers are trying to lose it.
The Pacers, they just blown the doors off the Brooklyn Nets, and then they lose to them tonight. They keep losing all the crap teams.
Yeah, you guys are right now in the play-in right now.
We was 6th.
Yeah, we Miami Heat took the 6th spot there for you. Don't worry, we'll hold it nice. I seen someone was talking about Jimmy Butler today. Talking about Jimmy Butler is like a Fortnite character. They said they do all the side quests until times get down to the final like 8 players, and all of a sudden shit hits the fan.
There's only a handful of games left.
Yeah.
Did Embiid come back?
Yes, he did, and they won the other.
Yes, did you guys see
his first game back?
He signed like a record-breaking deal with Skechers. See the Skechers he had on? They look cold. I'm not gonna front.
That Damn, I didn't see that either.
Yeah,
3 days ago,
I didn't see that.
The Suns and the Cavs are playing currently.
LeBron
Yeah.
put up 40 3 days ago against.
They've been blowing the
The
doors
Wizards?
off the
It
Cavs.
was
I'm
against the
sure they
Nets.
don't have no Donovan Mitchell. That's probably half the reason why they're getting blown out.
Evan Mobley is their leading scorer right now with 14
Yeah.
points. Also got Devin Booker has 34 points.
Fuck, he just scored like
Yeah.
50 something the other night, and I think they lost.
Let's see. Lakers AD had 35 points. Jordan Poole had 29.
Can Draymond Green find peace? Anybody?
Probably not. I think they need to shop his ass out.
I think they should have kept
I
Poole and traded Draymond Green.
Yeah, no kid. He was he did really well with the Warriors. I mean, it's been up and down since he's went to the Wizards.
I see that
he's
50 point you were talking about, P. Diddy.
Yeah, LeBron put up 40 3 days ago against the Nets.
Damn, Thunder put up 130. Or
Yeah, we just
Thunder
talked
put up
about
100 points. Celtics put up 100.
Yeah, they
that.
smashed.
You know, it'd be nice too if they get him and not get rid of anything. If the Thunder could grab George back.
Hell, within the last week, LeBron had 9 threes in that game.
Man.
Like, damn, he's trying to turn back the clock.
Right now, let's see, they're winning by almost. Well, I guess that's 15 points right now. That Suns and Cavaliers game. Sorry, I've been trying to pay attention to that. But let's talk about the standings here. As it plays out right now, kind of. Let's see here. You would have Milwaukee versus what? So the first seed first goes against the eighth. Hold on.
We got like eight games left.
You got Philly and Boston, Indiana, Milwaukee, Miami, and Cleveland, and the Knicks and the Magic. That's gonna be a killer series.
The crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure the Pacers have the Milwaukee Bucks number this year.
Yeah, but I don't think we lost them.
No, we won most of them. I don't know if
I
we
think it
won
would
all
be
of them.
because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think we lost. We might have lost one. We might be like 4-1 against them or something.
If we go to the Western Conference,
And we're undefeated since Doc Rivers was signed.
got Minnesota versus Phoenix, Denver versus Sacramento, Pelicans versus Oklahoma City, and the Clippers versus the Mavericks. That'd be a great series.
Clippers and Mavs might be the best series of that round.
The Lakers are currently out of the playoffs, I think, as it stands. Or they might be in the play-in, I guess.
Yeah, 7 through 10.
Yeah.
They're on a roll, though, here recently.
Let's see. The
Warriors are, too, but they're not gaining any ground. They're still in 10.
The Lakers are 8-2 in the last 10.
Lakers 8-2 in their last 10. Warriors 7-3. They just can't make up any ground because the teams in front of them are winning.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing.
Minnesota's 8-2 as well from the last 10 games. Oh, man, the Jazz are 0-10 in the last 10.
They traded people at the deadline, and it was probably close to a playoff spot, if not in. And they went downhill ever since. It's like, why would you trade when you're in the thick of a playoff hunt?
The Grizzlies should be decent, but they were 0-25 before they won a game. So
I mean, I'm sure if you don't want to be mediocre and be in the middle of the pack, you're trying to just screw it, blow it up, and rebuild. But they was playing pretty good at the time.
Jaren Jackson Jr. scored 35 points in the Grizzlies. 111 win over the Bucks.
They're clearly the worst team in the Western Conference right now. 10 losses in a row. That's horrible.
Let's see.
Houston Rockets are 8-2. They're trying to get in there.
That team, I mean, they've lost 2 in a row, but before that team was on fire. It was beating all the top teams.
Yeah, literally anybody and everybody. Like the Warriors are the ones that beat them, ain't they?
The Raptors are 0-10 in the last 10.
They can't get in the play-in next year. They're going to be a team.
The Rockets?
Yes. They could be a sleeper team.
Well, they might be all right. But the problem is the Warriors are one of those teams that beat them.
Yeah.
And they just lost to them, and that's who's ahead of them right now.
What's PB stand for? PB, like 9 and 10. Does that mean play inbound?
That's
9 and 10 seed is the
problem.
plan.
I would think so.
Uh-huh. The Pacers are 6-4 in the last 10 games.
Yep.
Heat are 7-3. Knicks are 6-4. And the
Cultural.
Celtics are 8-2.
The Knicks got to get better at closing damn games.
Cavs are 4-6. To be honest with you,
Telling you, that's all the missing Donovan Mitchell.
Mm.
Telling you, that's a big loss for them. He's missed quite a bit of games here recently. I thought he just came back, but then he was hurt again.
Let's see. Apparently, that's the third time he's put up 50 points.
Boston is embarrassing.
Who's that?
Boston is embarrassing the whole Eastern Conference. I mean,
So bad.
13 games ahead of
60 and
second place.
16
in the division. They're 15-1.
I mean, that's ridiculous. 13 damn games is how far behind Milwaukee is in second place.
Imagine
And the Magic are the fourth.
Imagine they lose in the first round.
Magic are out here balling silently.
Can you imagine losing in the first round?
Yeah, Orlando's been a surprise team this year.
Yeah.
Damn, 45 and 31. Shit, before it's all said and done, they might be a 3 seed.
For sure. You guys got any other last NBA topics we want to cover tonight? Before we go on and get on that?
Not NBA, but you see Bronny entered the transfer portal.
I did. I seen LeBron James post
Going to Ohio State, baby.
Ohio State jersey. Yeah.
I said that like I'm a Ohio State fan. I hate Ohio State.
I know. This man talks more shit than anybody I know about Ohio State. But
It's really just their quarterbacks. It's really
I don't blame him, though. I mean, Ohio State, up until
pretty bad.
recently, wasn't that bad of a basketball team.
right.
I thought you were saying you didn't blame me for talking shit about Ohio
Yeah.
State. My bad.
Ohio State, for the longest, has been pretty good. This year, they wasn't all that great.
Oh, they were awful.
But for years, I mean, even recent years, they've been a very good football program and basketball program.
That's where Jared Solinger went, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I know that's a weird name to throw out there, but that's like the last
Yeah. Like,
Ohio State player that I remember playing.
I mean, Ohio State was a very tough school to play against in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. But no, that was I just wanted to say about Bronny. So.
Heard that.
I mean, it's got to be better than USC.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not I don't really count them as a historic, great program for college basketball.
Right. Well, we do appreciate all the support today. Last thing we want to give here is shout out to our sponsor, First Option Trucking. Make sure you go see them at 3072 West Delphi Pike for all your shipping needs in Marion, Indiana. If you want, you can reach out to them at 765-660-2210. Or if you're looking from out of town and want to see what kind of shipping options they do, go to firstoptiontrucking.com for more details. We do appreciate you guys. Y'all have a go. The Guys Huddle, we're out.
Take it easy.
See ya.